Hi guys, I'm PUTSY and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog, kind of weekly / reading vlog. I was planning on starting this vlog on Monday. I didn't end up doing that, and now it's Tuesday. It's not even early in the morning. So yeah, it was kind of a fail. I didn't really have a lot of things to do today. It was quite a chill, boring day actually. Washed my hair, curled it. I'm not very good at styling my hair, so it looks really weird. I was just catching up on Nancy Drew, the second season. I haven't watched any of it, and I know they just wrap up the second season. The newest Nancy Drew that are on CW currently just finished the third episode. I actually have 3 books that I'm hoping I could get into in this vlog, but I don't know if I will. Like I've said a bazillion times before, I'm such a slow reader, but why not aim high? Who knows? Maybe I will be able to read all 3. The first book, this is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, and I have started this yesterday, so now I'm currently on page 61. This book is quite short, only have 288 pages, so I think I can get it done rather quickly, which is why I picked this up. Besides, I've been hearing a lot of great things about this particular book. This is quite famous. Matt Haig is like the Taylor Swift of amongst writers, I guess. He keeps releasing books in a short period amount of time, just like what Taylor's been doing during the pandemic. Also knowing that Matt Haig not only write a lot of fiction books, but he also wrote a lot of non-fiction, self-help kind of books. That makes me really interested because I'm hoping this book will not just be another fiction read, but also something that will make some sort of impact in me and have a lot of important thing that I can take away from it or something. This is basically about obviously the Midnight Library, some sort of place that exists in between life and death, but it's not holding any kind of books. It actually holds every single versions of your life that you didn't get to live based on your choices, because obviously the choices that we've made in our lives can kind of determine the path of our lives that we're going to live. And when we get to the Midnight Library, we are able to kind of experience all those different versions of our lives. And in this particular story, we follow along Nora. This is not really a spoiler, but obviously she died. She actually committed suicide. She made a lot of bad choices. She had a lot of regrets, and one day she just had enough of everything. She just basically scared of life, and she decided to end it, but instead she actually got stuck in this Midnight Library. I've only been to one of the other versions of Nora's life, and it's been fascinating to see. Turns out, just because we thought making a different choices in our past, it will lead to a very different, happier life, but that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just different, but it still has a lot of struggles. I have a feeling that the takeaway from this story is the life that we live currently is actually the best version of our life. Maybe it will help Nora finally make some peace with all of her choices and have no regrets. But I have a feeling I'm going to really like this book. Even if it's not going to be a 5-star read, I'm pretty sure it will be at least 4 stars for me. So the next 2 books that I'm planning on reading in this vlog is actually part of a series, which is the first 2 books in the Ember in the Ashes series, and I'm so excited to finally read this series because I've been waiting for this book to arrive for weeks, and I really have high hopes for this book, especially since this series has a female POC main character, and we don't get to see a lot of those, especially in fantasy series. I actually have started the first book as well. I'm on page 33 right now, and what I can gather from what I've read so far is I think this is going to be an amazing read.
Take my hand, I'm gonna walk you through a remedy. I'm gonna help you sleep tonight. Kind of fearsome, like a child without his dreams at night. I wanna help you dream tonight. So I said I wouldn't spend a lot of time on you. A shame we'll never get to fight. No, but the fire of the sun, I swear I see in you. How can a man have eyes so bright? Nani, nani, na. Nani, na. Nani, oh, nani, oh. Nani, nani, na. Nani, na. Nani, oh, nani, oh. Nani, nani, na. Nani, na. Nani, oh. Nani, nani, na. Nani, na.
Hi, it's Wednesday and I'm going to have some lunch. I'm going to cook something, maybe some shrimp, I don't know. But I thought I was just going to give you a little bit of update before that. So let me just sit down for a second. I also just currently watching some reading vlog. So update on the Midnight Library. I've read quite a lot actually, and I'm now currently on page 154. Nora have tried a couple different versions of her life, which unfortunately she found out even though she was successful in one of the lives, she found herself still feeling unsatisfied and still have some regrets about how it turned out. She also learned that all the different choices have made some huge impact, not only for her but also for everyone else around her, for every single versions of our life coexists with every other versions of someone else's life, which is just crazy to think. Some people have better lives, some people had it worse, and she felt kind of guilty as well. I like how the chapter in this book is quite short and it's very well paced. I have exactly 134 pages left, so I think I can maybe finish this book today. I don't know, hopefully, but I think I won't be having any trouble doing that. By the way, yes, this is my hair the next day. After I curled it, it looked really crazy yesterday, but now it's like completely straight. I was never able to hold any kind of curl on my hair, maybe because of the weather as well, but it's just the nature of my hair. But yeah, also have some interesting thing that I really want to do today. I really want to try to learn LumaFusion and edit videos on my new iPad Pro. By the way, if you haven't watched my iPad unboxing, I will link that video down below. It's one of my main goals for 2021 to buy an iPad. I've been saving up for over a year now, and I'm so happy that I finally have one on my possession. I've had a very old MacBook Pro. I think it was like the late 2015 version, the one that still has an SD card slot. I know that's like a very old version, and I had no trouble using it for my daily uses, like for editing pictures, Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, or any of that. It's been serving me very well, but for editing videos with Final Cut Pro, it's just very slow, and that tiny little pitch ball thing always appears when I edit videos, no matter how short or how long the video is, and it's not very good for my workflow. It's gonna take some time for me to learn the new software. I don't know if it's going to be as good as Final Cut Pro, but at least it's going to be much better than iMovie. And I mean, it's not a free app, so hopefully it will be at least able to do all the things I usually do to edit my videos. Okay, so learning to edit videos on the a new software or application turns out to be harder than I thought. I mean, I spent weeks trying to learn Final Cut Pro and now I have to learn everything from scratch. But I've tried a couple of things already, at least all the basics from LumaFusion. So far, I really like how I can just scroll through, pinpoint exactly where I want to cut clips. With the Apple Pencil, it just makes everything so much better in my personal opinion. But I've already learned a couple of tricks and shortcuts and everything in Final Cut Pro that I now know nothing about in LumaFusion. Like, I don't think there are a lot of shortcuts that I can use, which makes some tasks a little bit tedious. But it's so freaking fast, like there's no lagging whatsoever. The clips run smoothly, so there are a lot of pros and cons already that I find. I think it will be worth it, hopefully. I already paid quite a lot of money for LumaFusion, so I hope I like it. Continue to watch Nancy Drew. I'm now in episode 8. I really like the chemistry between the cast. It's actually quite funny, especially Ace. Like, I love his character so much. I mean, if you know anything about Nancy Drew, it's like a mixture of mystery and some supernatural stuff, so there are a lot of ghosts. For me personally, it's not that scary, but I just love the vibe of the whole series. I feel like it's such an underrated series, at least much better than Riverdale in my personal opinion. Hi guys, it's actually Friday today, which means I didn't film anything yesterday, didn't give you any update whatsoever. But I have quite a good reason for that, because I spent all day yesterday just trying to learn and get the hang of this. I've learned Procreate, specifically on how to make like GIFs and animation on Procreate. I think I get the hang of it a little bit. I mean, it's nothing amazing because this is like the very first time I'm trying this one out. I made this new intro, which I think you've seen it already. I also made a lot of fingerprints. I also made this for my iPad unboxing video. I also made this arrow. This is like the very first one that I made. I also didn't read much yesterday, but I'm still able to finish the Midnight Library. So Nora actually able to experience a lot of different versions of her life, maybe even hundreds of it. It just made her feel like a con artist almost, because even though this is her life, but it's also not hers because it's the other version of her. It feels like she's stepping into a role almost. It never felt like truly her own. The message that we can take from this book is, no matter how bad our life feels or seems, there's no other better life for us than the life that we currently live in. What needs to be changed is not the life itself, but our action, what we can do with it, not necessarily changing life. It won't miraculously change everything for the better, because no matter what, every version of our life will have something good and bad in it. And I feel like this is the book that I can easily go back to in the future if I need something easy and fast to read, or if I ever need to feel good about life. So I will personally maybe give this book like a solid 4.5 stars. An update on this book, I haven't able to read much. I was able to read like 5 pages of it last night, which is not very good because I was just so tired again, my eyes, after spending the whole entire day on my iPad. But this morning I was able to read a couple more chapters, and now I'm on chapter 7, page 54. But so far, still a really fun, enjoyable read, and still a lot to go through. Which, by the way, I know I'm wearing the same shirt. I just realized that. I was right. I was being very optimistic when I said I'm thinking of maybe finish reading like 3 books in a week, which was never really the case for me. Well, maybe if I include one of these and the other 2 is like the Midnight Library that only has like 200 to 300 pages, that maybe that will be a little bit more realistic and attainable goal. I haven't even finished this. I'm only at page 100 currently, so I still have a lot to go through. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish this and A Torch Against the Night in next week's vlog. So I don't know. Technically I only finished 1, but at least it was a great book and I'm so excited to finish this book. So far I'm still enjoying this book so much. I'm so excited to see where the story goes. But yeah, if you want to see me finally finishing this book and maybe even read the second book, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out when I finally upload that video. And if you do like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And lastly, I just want to say thank you so much for watching and I hope I can see you in my next video. Bye guys.